So this is going to be part 3. So you see how I look. They're upset that I look like this because they said they wanted to market this technology as something positive, but it isn't. As I try to read, they're reading in the background. They said they have a computer sync so that as my eyes move, like when I go like this, it syncs up so that they can accuse me of not reading thoroughly. I'm going to say this, when we learned to read in school, we didn't read word by word by word by word by word because that would take forever. We had tests, we had timed exams and quizzes. You couldn't read every single word like that. And you also couldn't always read things thoroughly. Sometimes you go through the passage quickly to find what you're looking for. So they said this was going to be a test. Well, I think after having how many years of schooling, that was a test of my ability to read between, elementary school, high school, and college. I think those were my tests. I don't need this technology to test my reading level. So let's go through some more of the magazine and kind of just look at things. I'll tell you some of the stories that they said as I go through it. So I'm just going to pause this and then I will go through the magazine again. So I was going through this Cosmo, and they have like a workplace section, and it's interesting now looking back at how we were able to talk freely about things before, and now everyone seems to have an issue with everything. I don't understand. Oh, they said, oh, you have these shoes. I have these shoes in white and black. The black ones have a thinner heel, and then the white ones have like a chunkier heel. These are candies. Oh, that was the other accusation, that I didn't, I don't know, I didn't dress well, so I shouldn't have an account called Fashion Fun Femme because I wasn't fashionable. I guess I wasn't fashionable, and I wasn't fun, and I wasn't a femme. My account should be not fashionable, not fun, not femme. So, all the stuff that they're trying to accuse me of, it seems like they wanted to steal from me, and this was how they planned on doing it, by accusing me of stuff and saying that I said the wrong things. Oh, that was another thing. They know I loved Brooke Shields when I was a kid, so they were like, oh, didn't you see the movie Pretty Baby? The movie came out when I was very young, so I may have seen it when I was very young, or maybe when I was like still a kid, still a child. So they wanted to talk about that. Like I said, all of these little things that they're trying to talk about isn't even important. I think the bigger issue is trying to steal people's identity, their work, set them up, hit them with things so that, I got sick. So, see, these are the types of topics that my friends and I would talk about, maybe not at work, but my friends, we would talk about these different topics. And it wasn't a big deal. I don't know if it's a big deal now. I mean, I see these types of things being spoken of like on every show. But I guess for these people, they said they wanted to put their name on it, and they couldn't. Oh, well, maybe that's the secret. Wait, I just think I hit the moment where it makes sense. They couldn't make this about them if it's talking about things that I'm interested in. So it had to be, in order for them to put their name on it, had to be a certain type of content. Yeah, I guess so. So that's how, that's how they wanted it to work. Look, coworkers from hell and how to cope. So let's give you guys a look at that. This is my point. This is my point about life. So they wouldn't want me to write these types of things, but these are the types of topics that I wanted to write about. And I even wrote that I was going to address like these topics. And that's the whole point. So they said, well, I said in the beginning that I was dark skinned, and then in high school I said I was brown skinned. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something really funny. Black people tan. So in the winter, I would be brown. In the summer, I would be darker. my skin was getting uneven, and I told you guys this a million times, and I wanted my skin to be even toned. So I used to cover my arms and cover up so that when I did show my arms and my body, it was even. The tans go away, but this technology, what they do, doesn't go away. So I can even show you a tan line on my arm. I don't know if you guys see that. You see that like subtle tan line? So my skin does tan. So it gets darker naturally, but then it lightens during the winter. So they thought that was a big deal. I still consider myself dark skinned, but in the winter I become more brown. And in the summer, my skin tans, but also my hair gets lighter. So that's something. The other thing that they thought was a discrepancy is that I said in the beginning that I was able to fight back from bullies. So they said, well, you said you weren't bullied. I don't think when you fight back, you're really being bullied. But I think that, yes, I've had people who tried to bully me, but I was able to fight back. And that's my point. When you can fight back against a bully, then I don't think it's really bullying. I think when a bully tries to just run you out of a place like they're trying to do to me, then that's bullying. Like, this is bullying. Fighting back against somebody who tries to bully you, I don't think it's bullying. So that answers that question. So they're like, that's a discrepancy. It's not really a discrepancy. It's actually the truth. I mean, I've said this before. I think we should have constructive conflict. And constructive conflict makes each side feel like they didn't get bullied. When you have somebody just trying to walk all over you, vandalizing, breaking in, that to me is when you feel bullied. And I think that's the difference. See, when they couldn't understand what I meant by constructive conflict. If both sides feel like they were able to get some sort of situation resolved, people don't hold grudges that way. But when one side holds a